Hi everyone, this is Francine Portelance and welcome to another episode of the Enlightened Super Woman TV. And I have a very simple question for you today. And so which of these two scenarios best describes you? Are you one of those lucky women who say that they are on top of the world, living their dream life, totally fulfilled? Or would you be one of those who would say, just getting through the day is a chore, maybe feeling like you're on automatic pilot, maybe feeling pulled in 20 directions? Well, listen, I'm glad you're here joining me today because I'm going to show you one way of breaking that cycle of feeling like, that life that you're living is truly not reflective of who you are. Maybe you feel like a stranger in your own life and doing things that you wonder, what's this all about? And today's topic, I want to talk about what it really means to live with your priorities in order. And when we talk about priorities, it's, taking a look at the ensemble of everything that's happening in your life right now. And if you were to pick something that you would really say is the most important to you right now, what would it be? And certainly as you look at what's important to you, what are some of the values that are associated with that makes it important? Let me give you an example. One of the clients I had a pleasure of working with, her name was Lisa, and Lisa felt that she was very overwhelmed. She was very frazzled and scattered, had very low energy, and yet she had a high demanding job, being the primary breadwinner for the family. And when we talked about what was important to her and she sat back and reflected, for her it was truly about family. Yet when she looked at her life and the choices that she was making around her time, there was very little quality time with her children and her husband. So she was bringing home assignments from work, and she'd, rather than playing with her kids, she'd be spending, some office time at home. And she'd had an hour in the morning commute, an hour in the evening, and then the other available time was spent doing household chores, and you probably get the picture. Now, the reason why family was so important to her was family. And these are the values that were associated with her priority of family, was that the family provided her with that connectingness, feeling that sense of belonging. And as a child, Lisa had been abandoned by her mom. She came home one day from school and her mom had moved out. And so now as an adult, when she looked at the reasons why she was not very happy with her life, and why, for most part, it didn't have very much meaning. And we looked at the way she was spending her time. So she was getting involved in a lot of activities, volunteer activities, because her children were important. So she was volunteering on committees for her children's school, the children's daycare, with her, certainly in the embetterment of her children's lives. But that, again, was taking away more and more of that precious time away from being with her family. So when you know your priorities, and certainly some of the base and core values that are supporting those priorities, then when you start to express those and making choices around those, it's amazing how life can become more clear and more simplified. And certainly what I've seen is a lot of less second guessing. And so here is my challenge for you today. I want you to simply sit back and maybe take 1 or 2 minutes to reflect with everything that's going on with your life right now. What do you see as being the most important? Is it family? Is it advancement in your career? Is it your health? Is it that personal me time? And whatever that is, sort of like scratch the surface and what makes that so meaningful to you right now? And I know when I look at certainly my work as being one of my priorities, the values that support that is my values of being in service and that of contribution. And so when I start aligning my actions on a day-to-day basis along with those values and those priorities, then it's amazing how things will magically start to fall into place and lighten up. And so in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of videos, I'm going to continue on this very important topic of helping you to align your everyday life with your priorities and your values. So ultimately that you can feel that you're living a much more authentic life and one that is more aligned with the true essence of who you are. And until the next time,